So we look at this question 13. They say solve. Solve means find out our angle. What is our angle? Our angle here is x. Find out our x here. What is our x here? And then for this equation, for the x, for our angle here, it is in between 0 and 2 pi. Means we have to change our calculator mode using radian. And the questions quite good. They say the enhance again. They tell you give your answer in term of pi. They enhance again. Don't forget give your answer in term of pi, because when we see here, when you see our range here, they say pi something means we in the mode of radian. Okay, so first we get our equation first. Start from our equation. 2 cos square minus equals to sine 2 cos square x minus 1 equals to sine x. So how we simplify? How we simplify until we get the format that we can solve? Means we can factorize and then try to get to the format that's solving, which is trigo in the bracket angle and then equals to our value. So we try to solve factorize until this stage. Then only we can solve it using our step, our 4 step there. So for cos square, you can see cos square and sine seems like not in the relationship, but cos square we can use our identity formula to change in terms of sine. So when have sine square and sine means we can factorize. So cos square can equals to remove the sine to the right hand side, it will equals to 1 minus sine square. So you can see our equation now all in one term, one type of trigo, that is sine. So we expand it, we get a quadratic. So we simplify this equation, the quadratic equation, we arrange, move the sign to the left hand side, and then equals to 0. So I don't want quadratic which is negative, I divide by negative 1. So we can get 2 sine square x plus sine x minus 1 equals to 0. So if you cannot see this trigo in quadratic clearly, we can do like we let m equals to sine x. Then you can see it clearly. This is 2m squared plus m minus 1. So it will be easier for us to see the quadratic in trigo. If we let in algebraic, so it will be easier for us to see in this. So we can do our factorize, then we can get our value already. So factorize this quadratic. It will be 2m and then 1 and then plus minus, so we get m is equals to 1 over 2. That is our value 1 over 2 and other m is negative 1. So when we substitute back our m, it will be sine x equals to 1 over 2 and then sine x equals to negative 1. So we managed to achieve the format that we want, which is trigo. Trigo is our sine, angle is our x value. So trigo angle value. Trigo angle value means our equation now is ready to solve. Because we get the format of this already means we're ready to solve it. So we revise our step in solving. The first step, we are going to read about its range. And then second step, we read about the quadrant involving. Then third step is finding basic angle, shift your trigo to the right hand side, and then we do the rotation according to our range to find out the data, find out the angle. So from here, our range of the answer is, for the first step, our x is in between 0 and 2 pi. And then we read our solution here. Is it they are having the same angle as the question given? Question angle given here is x between 0 and 2 pi, and our solution here also x. So we can use it directly. We can refer it directly. 0 to 2 pi means 0 for 0 until 360. So second step, So I move on to second step, which is quadrant. So when I see sign positive, so the quadrant will be A, S, T, C. So sign positive quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. And then we continue the basic angle. So basic angle is under the calculation here. Shift the sign go to the right hand side and 1 over 2. So bear in mind your calculator must be in radian. Okay, set your calculator mode in radian. Then only we type this shift sign and then 1 over 2. So you will get your answer in radian, which is pi over 6. Which means that in quadrant 1, pi over 6. Here, quadrant 2 also pi over 6. So how to get the answer? So our answer x here will be equals to, because when we shift our sign to the right hand side, our angle, so this is our step 3, our step 4, our angle just leaving x only. So step 4 is talking about rotation. Rotation start referring to our range. When we referring our range here, start from 0. So go through quadrant 1. When we go through quadrant 1, I meet my angle. So when I go to quadrant 1, my angle will be pi over 6. Then when we go for quadrant 2 here, this is another solution we have. So when I go for quadrant 2, this angle generate will be equals to pi minus pi over 6. And then we continue to quadrant 3, don't have any solution involved. Quadrant 4 don't have, then finish at 2 pi. So after one round rotation, we get two answer here. So simplify our answer here. Our x will be equals to pi over 6 and 5 over 6 pi. Then we proceed for another solution where sine x equals to negative 1. So the range here I can use back because they are same, but quadrant negative. If quadrant negative, so all sine teacher crazy. So quadrant negative means it will involving quadrant 3 and quadrant 2. Quadrant 4, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So third step, I will come back to here to calculate the basic angle, shift the sign to 1. Don't take the negative, always remember, when we have inverse trigonometry, this value should be positive, we don't have any negative. The negative value just help us to identify the location of the quadrant only. So after we identify the location of the quadrant, they have no use already, that negative. So just leave it. Okay, so when we press our shift sign equals to 1, so you can notice that when we get shift sign equals to 1, it will be pi over 2. So means that here is pi over 2, here is pi over 2, but pi over 2 is stand for uh, 90 degree. So this drawing seems like not very accurate. So when we open pi over 2, 90 degree is supposed to be on this line, on this border. So open pi over 2, here is our angle at here. So here is our angle, pi over 2, pi over 2. So it does not seem like just now. Just now pi over 6 is a small angle. So small angle at here, small angle at here. When it come to pi over 2, it's 90 degrees. So I have to draw it correctly, 90 degree until here. Therefore, then only we can get our solution correctly. So our x here, what is our x here? We're going to do our rotation, step 4. rotate our rotate our quadrant here to find out our data. So how we do the rotation, we refer to our range here. So start from 0, don't have any angle involved. Quadrant 2 also don't have. Quadrant 3, yes, but it is on this boundary. So when I want to come to this boundary, so this is, what is this? It can be pi plus pi over 2. So when I come to quadrant 4 finish here, so this is 2 pi minus pi over 2, so they will same. So finally, our x here will be equals to 3 over 2 pi. So we see our marks here for the beginning, how we change our equation into the related form. So applying the identity formula here will give you 1 marks so that we get a quadratic of trigonometry. And then we get a trigonometric equation which is already simplified, our quadratic form, and then we undergo factorize so that we can get we achieve this format. So that will be our concept is not answer yet. So concept of achieve this format in order to solve. So when we solve it, so our answer is at here. So normally, if we want to make us solution see nicely, we will combine back. X will equal to pi over 6, 5 over 6 pi, and then 3 over 2 pi. So we can see it more clear. So this is our answer.